A few weeks back, I made a video joking about the endless cycle of people hating sequels in fighting games. Although it was a lighthearted jab at the community, it is a fairly problematic issue. Why? It spreads negativity, and the worst part of it is that both sides of the argument have the right to be upset, but many are not practicing empathy, which only fuels the fire even more. The most recent example that caught my attention was pro Tekken player Knee's comment on the newly released Tekken 8. My opinion, Tekken 8 is not fun. Aggression is just absurd. I have a hard time adapting to the game even as a person who has been playing since Tekken 1. Tekken 8 has a lot of things I don't understand. Obviously not word for word since Knee is not fluent in English, but I think I captured his intent fairly well. Now, under this tweet, there were a myriad of different responses, but the ones that stick out to me are the people telling Knee to adapt or simply stop playing the game. The reason why is that these comments show that they are completely blind to a situation and are utterly insensitive. This is not some casual player that can simply go, oh, alright, I'll just play a different game. First, he does this for a living. It's very difficult to go out of something he's been doing for years. And second, the most important one is that this is his passion. He's not just a top player, he's been working towards creating a community and building a foundation for esports in Tekken. I imagine to him it's like his favorite band started making completely different music and he's unhappy with the new album. Others may like it, but I can easily see longtime fans being angry. Also, I find these comments senseless too, because if these players are motivated, I am quite sure they will do well in competition. Top players stay at the top because they adapt. It's like telling Punk to just do the game when he talks about aspects he doesn't like in Street Fighter 6. Oh. You know he's consistently placing high in numerous stacked tournaments, right? I think for most of these players, it's about enjoying what they do. It's important to be able to keep up motivation, especially in a competitive environment. Now, the important thing for people like me, who have less stake in this FGC pie, is to practice some empathy. My comment would have been something like, that's unfortunate, it is quite a change. I know you're upset and venting, but I hope you find some enjoyable aspects in it. And maybe ask a thing or two about what he would change about the game. And that leads to my second concern. These top players need to be more careful with their words because their opinions spread and have more effect than, let's say, somebody like myself. Along with Arslan, when you have two of the most influential players complain about the game, it sends off really bad vibes. And that may affect how new or potential players feel about the game. As players who have their livelihood depend on the success of the game, it's not a smart choice to scare them off. Now, I'm not saying that these players need to zip their mouths, nod, and fake a smile every time Bandai Namco puts out a game. It should be a two-way street. They should be able to voice their concerns and developers should listen. After all, it needs to be a symbiotic relationship. The important part is the delivery method. Instead of simply saying, the game is not fun, Knee and Arslan can elaborate where they see issues. And if I were in their shoes, I'd do it in the form of constructive criticism and suggest possible solutions. Just like how I've made analysis videos in the past for certain mechanics. Anyways, if these players make deep analysis content, I'd watch or read the heck out of it. It is a great way to engage the community and an effective way to get the attention of developers without making too much of a negative commotion. In the end, I really hope both sides can find some peace with their new games. Negative tweets can farm engagements, but it's really not going to help the community as a whole on the long run. I hope people can practice some level of empathy and create some positive vibes. Alright, until next time, have fun with fighting games.